Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, guys. As you can see, I'm taking on board the advice giving over from our incredible government to wrap up warm, put an extra layer on, and save some money that way. And you have to say, guys, the fuel crisis in this country for natural gas and electricity is a fucking joke. I don't know about you guys, but I'm paying roughly around about £100 a week for both. And most of my money goes to the fucking French. EDF, by the way, is a French company. And the public in France are subsidised. 4%, I think they're paying for their utilities. And so the people of Britain are literally subsidising, their domestic fuel. And so well done, Britain, because it's a French company. And of course they don't charge their own, but of course we have to pay the fucking price. And of course this government's fucking green obsession for getting ourselves to net fucking zero and the bollocks of climate change means that we can't fucking create our own destiny, and we can't frack because that's fucking, that's terrible. But we're happy to go and import it, fracking gas from the US. Fucking work that one out. Anyway, I've had a moan, so this is my little fucking protest, I guess, following the advice, from our the puppets of Westminster. And what can you say, guys? It is a fucking joke right now. Anyway, news out there with regards to Chelsea, and we're linked with pretty much the same suspects. João Felix is one in particular that's doing the rounds. Also a youngster from Benfica. Let me have a quick look. The Mirror have done an interesting piece where apparently we've been in talks with Jorge Mendes, his company, and he represents Benfica's Diego Moreira. I think he's 19 years of age. He's regarded as a bit of a sensation for Benfica. So yeah, that's one particular situation there. And also, guys, Rafael Leao, who's unwilling to sign a new contract to AC Milan. Apparently, we've been in contact with his representatives in Qatar, and we are one of 3 clubs that are trying to basically get him to not put pen to paper with them. He's not happy with the money he's on, 115 grand a week. This is what he wants. And I think it's Paolo Maldini is actually desperately trying to get him to sign another deal at the Rossoneri. We did have a £70 million bid that was rejected in the summer. So he's a player that we've definitely been linked with for a while. And the valuation of him is around about 87 million. But Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain are also said to be interested in the player. There's also talk about a right back, Atletico Madrid's Nahuel Molina, who plays for Argentina, has played in this particular World Cup. He's one that the manager of Atletico doesn't really want to part company with. But he's another one where, because Diego Simeone, but there's another one where we are very, very much linked with. If we cannot pull off the deal for the Dutch guy, which we've been linked with before. Also, Rafael Leao, as I say, we've seen his representatives in Qatar, and also they're also talking about Ian Matson, where we should promote from within because he could save us a lot of money. Also talk about N'Golo Kante and the fact that we may be looking to get rid there So look what they're saying here. N'Golo Kante, we're looking to put an offer in for the World Cup star, Mexico, Edison Alvarez in January. The midfielder is reportedly expecting an offer from the West London Giants to come his way after rising to prominence in Ajax. But Kante has struggled with a whole host of injury issues, as we know, over the last few seasons, and looks set to depart from the Blues next summer. The 31-year-old Frenchman is out of contract at Stamford Bridge at the end of the campaign and has been heavily linked with a move to Barcelona. There you go, guys. Apparently, according to Simon Phillips, we made a £43 million move for the 25-year-old at the end of the summer transfer window. So again, it's another player that we seem to be linked with. What else is there, guys? There's another game Chelsea have lined up to play Brentford at Cobham. I think it's at Cobham, a week before. December the 20th, Chelsea will play Brentford in a behind closed doors friendly next week in what will be the final warm-up match ahead of the Premier League restarting. The match will take place at their Cobham training ground on Tuesday, the 20th of December, leaving the Blues a week to prepare for the game against Bournemouth at Stamford Bridge, December 27th. It goes on about the game in Abu Dhabi and De Broja's injury. England players Raheem Sterling, Mason Mount, Conor Gallagher have been given a few days off following the World Cup exit at the weekend, and the trio are due back at the end of the week with Kai Havertz, Cesar Azpilicueta, Christian Pulisic, Eduardo Mendy, Khalid Koulibaly having already been knocked out of the competition. Chelsea are likely to be without Mateo Kovacic and Hakim Ziyech against Brentford because they'll go the final. They've got to play at least a minimum of 2 games now, because if they don't win the semi-finals, respectively, Croatia or Morocco, they've still got to play in the third match playoff. But he goes on to say that we're desperate for a win, blah blah blah, and so we will be very active in this forthcoming transfer window. Also, the 21s are playing in the EFL Trophy tonight. They've got Cheltenham. As we know, we won the last round away at Brentford, 4 goals to 2, 4 cracking goals. One of them that won the Goal of the Month award was Cesare Cassidy. Fucking brilliant strike that was, really was. If you haven't seen that, you need to check it out, guys. And it goes on about a number of players: Amari Hutchinson, Charlie Webster, Josh Brooking. They're likely to be involved in today's game, and of course they were out in Abu Dhabi as well. And as I say, all great goals against Peterborough. Ben Elliott's strike was fantastic as well. So good luck to the under 21s. And also just a little mention about the ladies. The ladies beat Reading by 3 goals to 2. Quite a number of changes took place in a game where, fuck me, the conditions look unbelievable. Ice fucking cold. And I think Millie Bright made a reference about the supporters basically saying, much respect, much love for turning up in those conditions, because it did look terrible, to tell you the truth. We were 3-0 up and Reading sort of staged a bit of a comeback, but we won the game, 3 points. Well done to Emma Hayes and the Chelsea ladies, But that's really about it, guys. I'm just having a last little look to see if there's any other information, any news. Yeah, that's pretty much it. As I say, we're sniffing around a lot of these same regularity names, so we should just have to wait and see. As I say, nothing apart from that to report, just to say that it's fucking cold, so fucking cold, and I'm doing what they're telling me to do. Fucking wrap up warm, and don't give those robbing bastards all your hard-earned cash, which, as I say, is going off to foreign shores. There you go. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Much love, and of course, as always, other choice.